Allied Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Touchdown Productions, now in our 17th year of sports excellence, is proud to present NU Minor Volleyball. Tonight we continue our coverage of the 2014 season as the Nevada Union Miners take on the Rocklin Thunder. It's the final week of league play, so don't you go anywhere. We have volleyball coming up right here, right now, on your NorCal Game of the Week. The 2014 Miners are back on the road to the SFL title tonight as they take on the always tough Rocklin Thunder. Good evening, volleyball fans, wherever you are across our worldwide network. This is Steve Sitter taking the place of Jim Adams. Joining me courtside once again is veteran volleyball announcer Ed Martin. Our producer and director out in the Commander 2 is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and he is joined by the rest of the Touchdown Productions sports team of Daniel Paddock, Kimmer Burgess, and Shannon Doyle. Ed, the Miners are currently in second place heading into the last week of the season, but they got a big win last night over the Ponderosa Bruins.
That's right, Steve. The Miners took the top team in the Delta River League 3-1 in an important non-league matchup. Our player of the game was number 2, Logan Curley. He had an outstanding all-around game, about 10 kills, handful of solo blocks, and really was able to make a big difference at a time it mattered and put the Miners on top.
And tonight's game is the second of 3 home games in a row.
That's right. It's good to have some time at home, get your fans used to seeing you, take advantage of being in your own gym and having other people have to come to you. And this is, we're in a position where we're second in the league, but you can't lose because you'll sink down into the pack. And if you want to stay up with Granite Bay and have a shot at splitting with them on Monday, you've got to take this game seriously in the one tomorrow night.
That's right. And the table is set here at the Ally. It's the NU Miners versus the Rocklin Thunder. Remember, you can see tonight's game and all of our sports telecasts on our Touchdown Productions Game of the Week YouTube channel. And of course, all of our programs are available on DVDs at our online store. Now it's time for our first break of the evening. When we return, we'll take a look at the standings, and then we'll get ready for the opening serve. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor Volleyball on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley. We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
We're back here at the Ally. Nevada Union set to take on the Rocklin Thunder. I'm Steve Sitter. With me, of course, Ed Martin, here to take on the color commentary duties. And we're looking at a league matchup here that is very easy to overlook, but also very important in the long run.
Well, this season it sort of turned into this two-team race with Granite Bay and Nevada Union, and it's easy to say, well, those are the only two teams to worry about, but you've got to beat everybody else. You know, Granite Bay 4-0, we're 5-1, but you know we've got to keep that one down and give them a one. Here's our standings.
As you take a look at the 2014 SFL volleyball standings, Granite Bay on top at 4-0, 13-8 overall. And Nevada Union right now is about the only team that can catch them. They're at 4-1, 18-6 overall. Underneath them is Del Oro at 3-2, Roseville at 2-3, Rocklin at 1-3, taking on Nevada Union tonight. And they are, according to Max Preps anyway, 6-16 overall, so it's even worse for them than it looks on screen. And Wood Creek at 0-5, still without a league victory.
Wood Creek seems to be the anchor of the league year in and year out, and it's a shame. Rocklin, you know, is having a tough year, and you like to think, you know, they'll be back. They've got a pretty young team. It looks like, you know, lots of few sophomores, a lot of juniors, but you know, they could be right back next year. But tonight is what matters.
And there's the 2014 Capital Athletic League. Whitney riding high at 9-0. Rio Americano right underneath them at 8-2, and a very similar record, 18-3 for Whitney, 18-4 for Rio Americano. Placer underneath them at 5-4, Antelope at 3-7, Bear River at 2-6, and El Camino without a win anywhere in league or otherwise at 0-8.
Well, they hosted the Optimist games for so long, you'd think they'd have some pride in their season.
Be sure to join us on Monday as the Granite Bay Grizzlies come to town to take on these Nevada Union Miners. A lot of history between these two teams, especially together as they have met in playoffs, in season, and it never fails to be an excellent game.
Oh yeah, I mean, you actually get, you know, players running across the net. You know, it's a grudge match. It's not just a rivalry. It's a grudge match.
And, of course, you can see all of these games each week. NCTV, Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, Wave Broadband, ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn. Check us out on the YouTube, Touchdown Productions Game of the Week. You can also check us out on Facebook. Just search for Touchdown Productions, and check out our online store at touchdownproductions.com. See the NU boys still in their warm-ups. And with that, we will head to our second break of the evening. When we come back, we'll get ready for the opening serve. And you are watching exclusive coverage of NU Minor Volleyball right here on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations, and thank you for keeping your business local.
Today's modern transmissions are engineering marvels, shifting up to 7 different gears while you drive. That's why when your transmission needs service, you can rely on the experience of trained technicians Jim and Marvin at Jim's Transmissions. They have decades of experience and stand ready to repair any transmission problem, from a simple diagnosis to a complete rebuild. It's Jim's Transmissions, keeping your car and truck moving down the road. Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. And be sure to stay with us after the game as we present the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions staff will select the best player of tonight's game and award them with a plaque created by Stuckey's. It's the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award coming up right after this exciting sports telecast, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back up to you.
Thanks, Gil. We are back here at the Allied Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Steve Sitter along with Ed Martin bringing you some volleyball action. Nevada Union all set to take on Rocklin. We still have a few warm-up periods left to go before the start of the game. And last night against the Ponderosa Bruins was certainly an excellent non-league matchup. Player of the game went to number 2 Logan Curley, who is second overall on the team for kills, but he just had a fantastic night yesterday.
Well, he really did, and I think he made more of a difference than you might have realized. Early on, Ponderosa rolled the first set of that 4-set match, and the Tanner Sharon was able to work his will at the service line and on the left side. When Curley came in, mostly I want to say in the third set, and really started lighting it up, the Miners had taken a hand in the second set and were able to come back and win that one. Curley in the third really stepped up and started pounding from the left and making some blocks, and it made Ponderosa have to shift its resources around. And Sharon was surprised. There were 4 Sharons, so it was confusing all night. But he wasn't that good moving around, I thought. You would see him out there sort of shuffling his feet, trying to figure out how to get to where he thought he had to get to. You know, if he's serving or he's hitting, if he's a relatively stationary situation, he was pretty good. But it seemed like we looked and he would have a ball coming somewhere and his feet are going back and forth trying to figure out where to go. And I put a lot of that to Logan Curley because, Evan Kittle hitting from the right side, doing all the things he does. Early on, he had a little bit of trouble. I think it may have been some trouble with where the sets were going. But Logan Curley really stepped up and made a difference for the Miners. And it was, that was what was hard. Kittle had a few more kills, but he had a substantial number of errors, and he really didn't have the same kind of blocking performance. And I think, to me, one thing with Nevada Union, one thing with elite teams at this level or any level is good blocking. And, we didn't see any real blocking from Ponderosa. So
no, certainly not late in the game either. And tonight with Rocklin being here, just taking a look at the team stats, this will be a very, very different team from Ponderosa. According to Max Preps, Rocklin team total has 110 kills, and Nevada Union has 3 individual players with more kills than the entire Rocklin team combined. So this is not necessarily an overpowering killing team. This is a team that when they do win, they win based on consistency and certainly by the other team taking themselves out of the game, like Nevada Union did in the first set against Ponderosa.
Well, it was noticeable in the preview of the match preview that the scoring averages for the 2 teams set by set are substantially different. Nevada Union is up in the 24 and a half, and Rocklin's down in the 16 or 17. So, a lot less. Whoa, they really are after you.
Yeah, I took a line drive to the forehead there. I've managed to dodge 3 so far, but that one caught me about as square as a volleyball can hit you.
I think I'm going to move down a little further.
I think for Monday we might have to switch positions there, partner.
That's usually where I sit, though, where you are. Oh, me. But no, it's and I don't know. I haven't. I mean, Rocklin gets out and plays, goes to tournaments and does all that, but somehow it seems like they just haven't gelled as a team this year.
I think they may have heard me talking bad about their killing and decided to
We'll
show me just how accurate they can be.
Right, we'll show you some offense. We'll show you some ball placement, shot selection.
Well, with just over 5 minutes left here before the opening serve. Let's talk a bit about Nevada Union statistics on the season. They've had an amazing year so far. Max Preps puts them very high. In fact, they put them 38th in the nation.
Of course, one thing to say about boys volleyball is they're 34th in California. You know, you have the Southeast, you have about 2 teams, and but nonetheless, they really are very well ranked. And you have to say the team doesn't have some of the dominant athletes we've seen in the past here, but they play really well together. They've been well led on the floor between Evan Kittle and Mason Salcedo, and they play with a lot of consistency and focus. And as long as they keep their focus, they're very strong. And they're certainly the equal of any team in the SFL. And we like to think one of these nights we'll get Granite Bay. We'll be waiting for them.
Well, they will have that chance on Monday. Granite Bay will be here, and of course Touchdown Productions will bring you that action. And you mentioned Evan Kittle, who's having a spectacular,
amazing year,
spectacular year, leading his team in kills. He's second in aces. He's second in blocks to only Steven Skaggs. And there's really not too much you can say.
Yeah, it's really pretty amazing what Evan Kittle is doing this season. I mean, you say he's done a lot to make this team what it is, because it's a matter with him of whatever the assignment is, he does it. It's not a thing of, oh, well, I'm a hitter, I don't have to block, I don't have to dig. He plays around and he does everything. So it's great to have a player like that.
Yeah, the leadership on this team is substantial, especially with Evan Kittle, Chandler Happy, who was a big name last year as well. In fact, he's kind of taken a back seat to Kittle, statistically speaking. He's still a very important leader out on the court, but Happy 4th in aces and 3rd in blocks this year. The dig category is kind of unsung in a way because he's always around the ball. He's just not the one scoring the points, but he's keeping the plays alive by just finding himself in the right position.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, he's really been essential to this team all the way through. I think he played a little more back row now. He's playing a good bit of front row, and but there to do whatever needs doing and doing it well.
See the NU boys taking the court right now. No surprises in the starters, as you see Salcedo, McCormick, Kittle, Skaggs out there. There's a good look at the Rocklin Thunder, coached by Ray De Leon. And they are a very large team, both in size, in weight, and in just general numbers. Rocklin looks like they have about 7 more players on their roster than Nevada Union.
Well, and I think you do point out, you don't see a lot of volleyball teams that have the players' weights on the rosters. But I think they've got volleyball or football boys in to teach them agility.
Well, they've got Evan Gustafson out there, number 25. He's listed as 6'5", 230, and is their leading blocker.
Oh yeah, he's clearly the class act on that team. I was just looking over the stats there, and he shows up well in a number of categories.
Also out there is captain number 27, Cameron Lovejoy, listed as 6'6", 180. He is their leading killer, but with only 37, which on Nevada Union would not be in the top 10 kills.
No.
But regardless, he is the team leader, and he will be more than likely the player to watch out for in this opening set,
I would say.
For Nevada Union, starting is Skaggs, Heppy, Kittle, McCormick, Curley, and back to serve is Mason Salcedo. Low serve with topspin. The Thunder have to play it from the middle of their court, and you sets it up near the net. There's the slam by Skaggs, and just like that, it's 1-0 Nevada Union.
Well, it's a quick point if Salcedo over on that side and Skaggs right in front of him.
It's worth mentioning that counting that last game against Ponderosa, Skaggs put himself over the 100 kill mark with 102, and that will be his 103rd. There are 4 Nevada Union players with over 100 kills.
Nice to spread it around.
And NU will set up now from the right side. There's Kittle slamming it, a tip from the net. Rocklin has to play it deep, and it will be NU's points. We're going to get a double hit called.
Yeah, Tracy tried to just set it over and was kind of moving around to the right when he did.
Salcedo now with his 3rd serve. Put some extra velocity on that one, but Rocklin will nonetheless set up near the net. Nice pancake to keep it alive, but unfortunately it will hit that cooling unit, which will result in Rocklin's point.
It looked for a little bit like it might go through it unscathed, but you can't really manage that.
Serving there is Corey Rapp. NU sets it up, and Kittle will spike it into the net, resulting in another Rocklin point. So again, we see Kittle not hitting it exactly where he wants to early on. Long serve, and you'll have to play this from deep in their own court. Rocklin with a chance to set up on the right side. Nice block there by Skaggs.
Yep, Kittle goes up with him there and picks up an assist, no doubt. I'm standing by Skaggs.
Odds are if Skaggs is near it, he got a hand on it.
Oh, yeah.
In now is Ty Blout to serve. Kind of a muffed recovery there, and Blout's going to get himself an ace.
I don't know. Keaton Tracy, it says it may be Tracy Keaton. He's not having much luck with that wearing the shirt tonight.
Well, there was Lovejoy trying to slam it home. NU recovers, and the big hit by McCormick will fly long, but they're saying it's tipped at the net, so McCormick will get himself a kill, and NU will retain the serve.
I think Lovejoy may have gotten a hand on it. I see him nodding to his coach, assistant coach, or no, coach.
Blout to serve again. Overpass there. He sets it up, and the big slam by Skaggs again. Skaggs nets another kill.
You know, you thought with Lucas Wojak graduating, you might miss that height in the middle, and Skaggs really does a nice job.
And he is surprisingly coordinated.
Well, it's true. No, I mean, blocking is a lot tougher than you think. People say, oh, you just jump up. It's like, no.
Oh, there it is again.
Whoa.
Another block. Rocklin recovers, plays it deep for NU, and some more miscommunication. Salcedo puts it up for Kittle, but Kittle, anticipating a smaller set, jumps a bit early and can't make a swing on it.
Yep. That fake, they got to work on that, coordinating that fake.
When it works, it's extremely effective, but it definitely takes some communication.
Well, it's funny, you don't see the slide that much in the boys' game, but you'll see them running it sometimes, take off on one foot.
A big slam attempt there.
Yep. No contact on the Nevada Union side.
I believe that was Lovejoy who went up for it and smashed it long. So into the game now is Riley Burzens, 7-3 Nevada Union. Burzens serves it right in the middle of the court. Big slam blocked by Heppy. Rocklin just has to set it over. And he sets it up again. Bit of a weak hit from Heppy. There's the block. Another one by Heppy. Rocklin again forced to just punt it over, but so accurately placed by Justin Salira.
That was nice. The Blount came over for it, but just couldn't get to it.
On the topspin that Salira put on that shot, it looks like he just punched it over, and it just drops away from everyone.
Here's Evan Gustafson back in.
And we're going to get a double hit called on Mason.
Right.
So that 4-point lead is now a 2-point lead. 7-5 Nevada Union.
Kind of felt like that was one of those, it's over your head. You can't tell what the contact is.
Pepe goes up for the kill, and it looks like
Rocklin in the net.
Rocklin in the net.
Well, he didn't give us a number. Let's see here.
I don't think they're going to explain it now.
Nope, I think the moment passed.
So Kittle back to serve. Big high toss. Rocklin kind of floundering. They managed to play it deep. And he goes to the right side. The big smash by McCormick flies long, and there was no touch. So the serve goes back to Rocklin.
Tracy knew to just let it go. Looking at that last one, I think it may have been Solera that was in the net. He was coming forward.
Rocklin plays it deep, seemingly on purpose. Now NU plays it somewhat awkwardly, manages to fall in. Chandler Heppy placed that one right on the line, and Rocklin looked about as confused as Nevada Union.
Well, Solera came up after the ball, and it went right on behind him. He just hit the deck on his chest.
McCormick serve. Rocklin playing it from the left side. And the smash by Spencer Matthews is going to be good. The two referees confer and say that it was a good smash.
Yep. Well, some of those swings, you're never quite sure.
And here's the sophomore, Spencer Matthews, to serve. Is it short right for NU. Nice block there by Corey Rapp. And someone on NU was in the net.
They called a double. Well, no, it was Curley. You're right.
Matthews with the serve again is now just 9-8 Nevada Union. Long serve, NU playing it from deep to the left side. Smashed by Curley, and then the overhit goes back to Nevada Union. They go to the right side now for Kittle. Kittle, not a lot of velocity on that. And someone crossed over.
It was a foot under the net. Well, he didn't give a foot under the net sign, but they were in the net when Kittle was up.
And they're going to say that was Corey Rapp that was underneath. And that will put Heppy back to serve. Long floating serve. Rocklin cannot figure out how to get it back from the baseline, and that will give Heppy an ace. He hits it with a bit of a knuckleball spin, so it floats and kind of shakes in the air, confusing Rocklin. There's the big setup and the big smash by Evan Gustafsson.
Yeah, and McCormick just not in a position to do anything with it.
Now I put that in the back left corner, and NU could not get over there in time. And then Gustafsson promptly serves it right into the net.
It's just the sort of like a muscle-bound serve or something. He couldn't get his arm around.
Trying to shot put that over, did not work. And Mason Salcedo will serve for Nevada Union, up 12-9. A low serve, almost a lift there, but no call. Play goes on, and the big block, it looks like that was Kittle.
Yeah,
right there.
Calling it out, though. It came the other side. The up ref looked down at the line judge to do him the courtesy of the call.
I believe it was that Lovejoy that smashed it.
I think so, yeah.
So the play goes on, NU from the right side.
Wow.
Well placed. Logan Curley with his first kill. Took something off of it. Rocklin expecting a fastball, and a changeup comes in and lands harmlessly.
Yeah, it was so funny because they were up, and it was like a roll shot. It just sort of died on the block and fell behind the blockers.
Blout serves. Rocklin sets it up on the right side. Nice dig there by Heppy, but passes over. Rocklin goes forward again from the left side. There's the big smash from McCormick. Played well. Rocklin goes in, just clears the net. Now NU will set up on the right side. Just tapped over and a nice dig.
Wow.
Flies back into NU. Skaggs looks like he short-armed that kill attempt, and it flies long.
And it was basically over everybody's reach, so not much chance of getting a touch.
Justin Solera is back in. He's listed as 5'9", 179. He will serve now. Low serve, clears the net from the right side.
Whoa.
Is Kittle.
Kittle really able to get it in his wheelhouse there.
That was right where he wanted it to be. And now Skaggs will come out and Berzins will come in to serve. Plays it long. Rocklin again with some trouble with that serve. Now NU will set it up from the right side. There's Kittle again, and there's no one even close to dig that out.
Kittle has a couple of steps for an approach. He really can bring some heat to that ball.
It just seems like he hovers there in midair just long enough to get all of his power behind it. Berzins to serve again, serves it long. Now Rocklin will set it up at the net, trying to lift it over NU's defenses. Now NU from the right side, play with topspin. Under the unit, play will go on. Rocklin has to just loft it in. There's Chandler Heppy, and Heppy smashes it right down the line.
Nice shot there.
NU doing a good job of spreading the kills around. No one minor has more than 2 kills. But there are 3 with 2. Now Berzins to serve again. Rocklin sets it up, and that looks like Spencer Matthews just didn't have any room or time to make a good hit attempt there as he gets it into the net. Berzins with a good little run. 17-11, Nevada Union. Serve goes deep. Rocklin sets it up. And nicely blocked by Evan Kittle. And Coach De Leon for Rocklin will take his first time out in this first set. 18-11, Nevada Union. And NU just playing some great team volleyball.
Well, they are, and I think what you alluded to there, they're giving everybody a chance to get some swings, you know, get Mason Salcedo used to working with everybody, because he'd been sharing with Kittle for a while there until Greg Paul went down, and suddenly he's got to do all the setting. So, you know, he's there's no opposite. He's got to set on the right and, you know, get everybody's pacing and everybody's preferences and all of that. But here we are, 18-11 in the first, and seems to be working well. But they've got to stay with it.
Yeah, definitely stay consistent. You take a look at Rocklin's stats, and I only have them with 4 total kills. And with 11 points, that means that Nevada Union is making errors and letting them in.
Well, a couple of service errors, some hitting errors, you know, not a couple of times in the net. They add up, though, when you get, you know, half a dozen that way.
Berzins to serve again, flies deep, mistimed that hit, so NU will get a chance to set up from the left side. Big hit by McCormick, and a ball that was probably going to fly out, but Solera gets an arm on it.
You play those sometimes just because if you don't, then you watch a point hit the floor.
Berzins to serve again. A little more force this time. Now Rocklin will set up from the middle, blocked by Heppy. Now Rocklin sets up, and that's going to be NU point again for a double hit.
Yep.
Berzins has an excellent run coming along as Tyler Geary will come in now for Chandler Heppy.
We saw Tyler Geary last night, briefly.
Berzins serves again. Rocklin sets it up from the right side and smashes it long. Cameron Lovejoy with his second kill error.
Yep. Salcedo brought his arm down. I was watching the ball more than the player.
So Berzins serves again. There's the overpass.
Oh.
And looks like someone in the net, probably McCormick.
See what he.
We have some subs in for Rocklin, among them Leonard Lamagdang. Long floating serve from Rocklin. NU sets up, blocked nicely by Cameron Lovejoy. And that will be Rocklin's point. So Keaton Tracy, another long serve. NU has to kind of recover to play it. Geary plays it long and catches everyone off guard and gets himself a kill.
It's so funny looking at the Rocklin front line, and it looks like the wide receivers and the tight ends are up front. They're, you know, tall, stocky boys.
That'll put Kittle back to serve, 22-13 in this first set. Lots of topspin on that serve, and there's the overpass.
Oh.
Geary goes up for the kill and is blocked by the 5'5" Leonard Lamagdang. And that, to me, did not even look like a bad stroke.
Oh, no.
But Lamagdang just got up there, and it looks like the block falls long. So Geary will get another kill. And Kittle just nets himself an ace as that picks the back corner beautifully.
Boy, and all of a sudden we're at set point. I don't even know how that happened.
A long string by Riley Burzins, and now the powerful stroke of Evan Kittle. The big setup, smashes it.
Wow.
And Keaton Tracy can't handle it. So just like that, with back-to-back aces from Evan Kittle, NU just rolls over the Rocklin Thunder by a score of 25-13.
Well, for a little while there, they seemed to be in the game with them, and then they just pulled away. It was like 11-8, and suddenly it's, you know, 18-11, and then it's 25-13.
And as the teams change sides now, we'll go to a break, but not before we remind you that you're watching exclusive Nevada Union Miners volleyball right here on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley. We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
We're back here at the Allied Gymnasium. Nevada Union up 1-0 against the Rocklin Thunder. And it looks like the Rocklin Thunder will start the serve. That's Leonard Lamagdang, the 5'5", 130 junior.
Yeah, came in late in the first and had a nice joust at the net with Tyler Geary. Surprising nice joust.
So there's the serve. And you will play it close to the net. It was Christian Smith, couldn't get a good swing on it, but we're going to get a double hit on Rocklin. And it's 1-0 Nevada Union. Mason Salcedo back to serve for Nevada Union. Nice big throw right down the line. Rocklin will play it, and we'll have another double hit call, this time on Leonard LaMcDang. Mike.
Yeah.
Salcedo back to serve again. Lots of topspin flying over the net. The setup blocked nicely by Evan Kittle. That's his second block of the night.
Lovejoy didn't have that one go like he wanted anyway, and he stuck his foot under the net to boot. So,
yeah, there was a lot going on, none of it in favor of Rocklin.
No.
Corey Rapp's going to come in for LaMcDang, and Salcedo working on a good run himself, puts it deep. Rocklin having to play it from fairly deep in their own court. Salcedo sets it up, blocked nicely by Lovejoy. That's his second block.
Yep. Out of bounds though.
So again, just nothing going the way of Rocklin. NU right now looks like they're just working on cruise control and racking up points, up 4-0. Long serve, and Keaton Tracy can't handle it. Salcedo gets himself an ace. Right now he is second in aces on the team to only Cole Williams.
Seems like you get a libero with his hands above his chest, and you're asking for trouble.
Now Salcedo moves towards the center of the court. Looks like he tried to put some spin on it. Rocklin sets up, dug out nicely by McCormick, but very far out.
a better contact than he expected.
And was that Broadway on that kill?
I think so.
So Broadway, 6'2" senior, gets his first kill. The serve from the left side, and you sets it up. Almost blocked over by Lovejoy. Slammed home by Smith. The Thunder still alive, and then Smith gets a piece of the slam from the corner by Lovejoy, but not enough to send it back over the net. So Justin Solera back to serve again. And he plays it close. Slammed by Curley. And that will do the job.
Yeah, Solera popped it up, but it came off the ceiling, and Lovejoy was just sort of flailing around in the air after it.
And this is a tough gym to play in if you've never played here before. A very low ceiling and a cooling unit right over the net can definitely influence play. As the serve from Williams flies over, and there's that unit coming into play again. Rocklin able to adjust in time. Salcedo sets it up to the corner, and McCormick's slam is touched.
Yep. It flew right on out, but it went through the scrum and got a touch. Cole Williams back to serve.
7-2 Nevada Union, carrying that momentum from the first set right on into this one. Nicely dug out there by Rocklin, but they can't get it towards the net. So NU with a chance now to make something happen. There's Kittle slamming it, dug out nicely by Tracy, but out.
Yep. Not able to hit it inside the antenna even.
By just a hair.
Yeah, not a bad dig on his part, but
the power off of Evan Kittle.
Exactly.
And there's the overpass coming in, and it will fall out. So Williams with an ace there, distancing himself from Salcedo again. And it's 9-2 Nevada Union. Williams, although after the ace, will make a service error, which is the first for Nevada Union.
Nice to see. Historically, that's been a challenge, and they seem to be doing a lot better with service errors this season.
Keaton Tracy to serve, and that will fly and land.
Wow.
So Keaton Tracy with an ace.
I think Williams thought it was going to go out and let it go. You don't have eyes in the back of your head, though.
Tracy again, and that one will fly out.
Let's see here. See that one. Serve again. Let's see. Do we get it? Nope. Live action.
That's great. Oh, here's the replay. Definitely see it flying high.
Oh.
And just landing inside.
Just inside. Oh, that was one Nevada Union wasn't able to control here. Back to live action.
I believe that was Lovejoy, who has his third kill now. He's back to serve. Very flat serve. And you sets it up, and McCormick places it in the perfect spot. The diving Tracy could not get to it.
With his left hand, improvising.
So Kittle is back to serve now. It's 11-5 Nevada Union. Big toss, and the smash. Played fairly nice, but that one rolled on Corey Rapp.
You could hear that one.
There was a lot of spin coming off of that dig, and it just rolled on his hand. And Kittle will commit a service error himself. But still only 2 for Nevada Union, and only 2 for Rocklin as well. Both teams at least getting the ball over the net consistently on the serve. So here's Spencer Matthews, 6'4" sophomore. Throws it in. Nicely played by Salcedo, seeing it was going over the net and just altering it enough to surprise everyone on Rocklin.
That's it. I guess it was Broadway on the other side.
And McCormick's going to come out, and Max Bishop will come in to serve. 13-6 Nevada Union in this second set. Bishop plays it deep. Rocklin keeps it in front. Bishop gets himself a dig, but it flies off that low ceiling.
Right, came off the girder there.
And Gustafson will get his second kill of the night. Back to serve now. This time gets it over the net. Salcedo plays it. And the block from Vance Gregg flies out.
Max Bishop chasing it to be sure.
And I believe that smash came off of the hand of Chandler Heppy, who is now back to serve. Heppy very active tonight with 3 blocks. His serve, Rocklin's able to play it towards the net. And that will be blocked by Mason Salcedo. So Salcedo with an ace, a kill, and a block tonight.
Well, he's able to get in the way and change offensive plans around for the other side. Oh! Julio Salcedo ran for it, but it found him anyway. Thought it was going to hit him in the head, and he took off, and it caught him on the back.
So that kill coming off the hand of Vance Gregg. Max Bishop could not handle that smash.
Up 15-8. I think he was thinking about a timeout, but the beckon had already happened.
And Christian Smith, on second effort there, will get himself a kill. Scoring coming from all around tonight.
Not quite a fist pump, but a little emphatic gesture from him after congratulations from Logan Curley.
Salcedo plays it right down the line.
Whoa, and boy, there's Spencer Matthews standing there saying, I could have made a play, but it was right on the floor.
Great serve there by Salcedo, his second ace. Puts him a step closer to Cole Williams. 17-8 Nevada Union. Played very high from Rocklin. They have to just push it deep. And then here's the smash from Curley. Rocklin able to play it. And there's the block by Kittle.
Broadway just gets stuffed. Somebody over there is shooting a flash camera. It's distracting. Usually they don't allow that tickling.
There's Salcedo with the serve again. And Salcedo will have a service error, his first of the night. Rocklin will get the serve. Coming in is Justin Solera. Be replacing Kenny Broadway. And Solera will get the serve. 18-9 Nevada Union in this second set. Solera's serve. Low, handled pretty well. And Kittle smash.
Wow.
And it will fall.
You sort of look up and say, was there anything wrong with that? Because it was quite good. Middle of the court, sharp, pretty sharp downward angle. Left side hit, though. You don't always see that from him.
Here's Cole Williams into serve. He'll serve it deep. Rocklin plays it to the net. Smash, Williams digs it out. Here's Bishop, gets his kill stuffed by Cameron Lovejoy, his second block, and it will just roll on Max Bishop.
Yeah, it looked like Happy got it under it on him or something. It was an odd trying to stay out of the way.
There's Keaton Tracy serving it. NU not able to get a great kill attempt on it. Rocklin forced to just throw it mid-court. And this will be Rocklin point. Someone in the net. 19-11, 8-point lead for Nevada Union late in the second set. Keaton Tracy with the serve still.
Salcedo saying by that much, in the net by that much.
There's the overpass and slammed home by Gustafsson, who, along with Lovejoy, are the leading killers, both with 3. Tracy serves again, a big looping serve, just barely clears the net. NU having to scramble a bit. Nice block there, NU somehow able to get it over the net. Just tapped over, and we've got a Rocklin point. Looks like maybe McCormick.
Well, I think Smith.
Smith. I think you might be right. It was Smith under the net. There's the smash that falls out.
Gustafson wound up and smacked that one, but unfortunately went too far.
So 20-13 now, Nevada Union. Up by 7. Christian Smith on the serve. And it just clears the net. It's the big smash partially blocked, and you still playing it. Played back, and Williams is going to grab an error as his smash falls long.
Not that way.
Cameron Lovejoy now in to serve. Plays it down the line. Played nicely by NU. Timing was a bit off. And Rocklin can't get it towards the net, but a nice smash by Lovejoy there from well back of the net. Manages.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson tried to get to it, but it was outside his ready reach.
Lovejoy will retain the serve. Nice low line drive off the serve. NU plays it. And Max Bishop there cannot get it over the net.
Didn't really get a hit on it. He more sort of guided it a little bit.
2016 NU lead. Big smash, probably going to fly out, but NU able to control it regardless, playing it back into Thunder territory. Nice block there by Heppy. Forces Rocklin to just kind of play it short. There's another block by Spencer Matthews.
Wow.
NU still playing it, managing to get it at least over the net, but it will fall out.
Cole Williams really able to just rescue that ball. It was gone, and he got it back on into the court. Just not possible to hit the court with it, though, going over the net.
Well, this large lead has evaporated a bit. It's now 2017. Well-placed serve there
Looks
by
like
Lovejoy.
You've got about 3 starters and 3 in, but they're rotating back into the regular lineup to get to the end of the set here.
Well, there's the serve. And the return falls out, so another ace for Lovejoy, and it is now 2019. And you lead, but Rocklin riding a nice little run with Lovejoy on the serve. There's a nicely designed play there. As Chandler Heppy manages to put it straight down into Rocklin territory.
Yeah, that just outfoxed the Rocklin blocker.
So Kittle with the serve.
Yep.
And Matthews is going to get called for a lift. 22-19, Nevada Union. Kittle still with the serve.
Coach Leon talking to Matthews about sophomore moments.
And Kittle's serve will fly along, his second service error of the night. 22-20 Nevada Union. And Corey Rapp, the 6'1 junior, back to serve. Or excuse me, this is Spencer Matthews. There's the smash from the left side, and it will work. Harrison McCormick with his 4th kill. 23-20 Nevada Union. Harrison McCormick back on the serve. Kind of a short toss, plays it cross court. Rocklin sets it up and blocked by Heppy. Heppy, a very active presence at the net with his 5th block. So it's set point, and you up by 4. McCormick serve again, cross court. Rocklin plays it to the side.
Oh, in the net. Calling Heppy? Huh.
Well, the serve will go back. This is Evan Gustafson. Punches it over the net. And he plays it. And that did not clear the net.
Nope. 4 touches.
Logan Curley with the error. Looks like he got maybe a bit handcuffed, couldn't get a full swing on it.
Exactly what Coach Salcedo was saying to him from the sideline.
Rocklin scrambling, but manages to get some sort of control.
Wow.
Just lifts it to Nevada Union. There's the big smash from Heppy, and it was touched at the net. That will do it for set number 2. See the Touchdown Productions scoreboard. Nevada Union on top both sets, 25-13 and 25-22. Both sides will switch yet again, and we will be right back here at the Ally on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title's your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations, and thank you for keeping your business local.
Today's modern transmissions are engineering marvels, shifting up to 7 different gears while you drive. That's why when your transmission needs service, you can rely on the experience of trained technicians Jim and Marvin at Jim's Transmissions. They have decades of experience and stand ready to repair any transmission problem, from a simple diagnosis to a complete rebuild. It's Jim's Transmissions, keeping your car and truck moving down the road. Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. And be sure to stay with us after the game as we present the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions staff will select the best player of tonight's game and award them with a plaque created by Stuckey's. It's the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award coming up right after this exciting sports telecast, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back up to you.
Thanks, Gil. We're back here at the Ally, and this replay will basically tell the tale of the night so far for NU.
A good swing.
So NU able to smash it in. Rocklin just manages to keep it alive, but unfortunately just smashed here by Heppy as it was touched at the net. And that's basically been the story. NU overpowering Rocklin, which has not really been a formidable presence in any one area of their game. However, as we go back to live action, it is 2-0 Rocklin. As we go back, there's the big swing as the ball comes bouncing over to our table. Was not able to clear. It looks like Curley hit it a bit late in his swing as it goes into the net. Corey Rapp still serves. And someone for Rocklin was in the net.
Get the impression it was Broadway just from the little bit I saw there.
For the first time tonight, NU will serve behind in this set. It's Ty Blout. Blout plays it right about in the middle. And that's slammed by Lovejoy.
In the South, we'd say Coach DeLeon took his players aside and told them they better show up.
Well, they have a 3-point lead as the serve from Almagdang comes over. Salcedo plays it, kind of weird timing there for Skagg. Rocklin not able to put a smash together. Comes to the right side, and there's the smash by Kittle, which falls long.
Goes long again.
See, Skagg's in the game. He sat most of that second set, but down 4. Bet we'll see a lot more of him as the serve by Almagdang does not clear the net.
I think it's, get everybody you can some time in the middle there in case anything happens to Skaggs. And Heppy certainly took advantage of his opportunities there.
Absolutely, with at least 5 blocks tonight. Berzins with the serve. Rocklin plays it on the right side, partially blocked. Now NU will set up on the right side, and a home run there by Kittle. Barely contained by the walls of this building. And it is 6-2 Rocklin. The serve by Tracy doesn't clear the net. Now we're seeing some more errors coming from Rocklin, who up until this point have been pretty consistent.
They got 4 or 5 points on it. If they kept it up, it could be a good.
And what's this? A double hit called.
Yeah, Corey Rapp, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Kittle retains the serve. Smaller toss. Looks like he's not really playing for any aces, but the smash there Lovejoy is a good one. Honestly, I find it hard to believe Lovejoy only has 37 kills on the season when he has 6 here tonight.
I thought that they're just not getting stats in on some of their matches, and I thought I saw that when I went to the, to the stats for the season. Just looked like some of their games weren't reported.
Yeah, that must be it. Well, NU's clawed back to only a 2-point deficit here, down 7-5. It's Harrison McCormick there on the serve, playing it deep. Rocklin will play it from the right side. Some poor communication, but Lovejoy makes it work as he just pushes it right into this big empty space in the middle of NU's court.
That campfire there, just everybody around it.
Well, as they were midway through Kumbaya, that ball will fall, and it is 8-5 Rocklin. So the serve from Spencer Matthews, nicely dug out there as it falls just over the net. And speaking of campfires,
wow,
Riley Burzins just placing it in the perfect spot.
Yeah. Lovejoy dove in there, but nothing he could do.
Here's Heppy on the serve. Rocklin plays it, and it looks like that smash went straight into the net. Broadway hit that very low in that ball's arc. And Heppy will have the serve again. Playing it long from the left side. Not a lot of power in that smash, but from the right side, big smash played by Rocklin. And they will just place it barely over the net. NU comes back with a little floater of their own. And Evan Gustafson had no chance of getting a downward angle on that smash.
And the line judge had to duck right at him and pretty low.
So NU has come back to tie it up here at 8 in the third set. And that serve manages to hold the line as everyone on Rocklin gave up on it.
And half the NU bench jumped up and applauded, so nice play.
Heppy with his second ace. Plays it up. Rocklin from the center, and this time Gustafson gets all of it.
Well, and he got a good downward angle, just all together. Good set, good swing.
They're tied at 9. Gustafson back to serve. Not a lot of power on his serve, but he manages to play it deep from the left side. Rocklin scrambling, manages to play it deep. Now NU can set up again, this time from the middle. Dug out, hits the side of the cooling unit, and Rocklin with an excellent recovery. And they're still at it. There's the, everyone, including myself, expecting Kittle to smash it like he has so often done tonight, but just plays it perfectly over the blockers.
Had a good shot there. It was so funny. Gustafson had a bunch of touches during that rally, and they were all kind of entertaining.
Salcedo with a service error, but let's take a look at the play that finally ends this rally.
Had the chance, just takes a roll shot and puts it over the block. Really pretty much a tip there.
Back to live action, Rapp with the long serve, and NU sets up, blocked nicely by Kenny Broadway. Oh, unfortunately, he was in the net at the time.
No B for him.
The B's are few and far between for Rocklin. I only have 4 written down. 2 of those are Lovejoy. Meanwhile, Blout on the serve. Rocklin sets up, not a very good set there by Rapp, as that forces Vance Gregg to hit it square into the net. Didn't get a lot of elevation on that set. So Blout with the serve, NU back on top, 12-10. Rocklin setting up, has to just bump it over. There's the big smash by Skaggs, only his third of the night, but it was very impressive. And Rocklin will take a timeout, down 13-10.
At this point, you've got to take a minute and say, we're still with them. That one went on for a bit.
This was a very impressive rally for NU, generating chances and Rocklin just hanging tough.
It was surprising how many of those, yep, but finally down past Tracy.
Let's take a look at the touchdown production scoreboard. NU up 2-0. Rocklin gained a little momentum from that second set as they jumped out on top early in the third set, but NU putting their starters back in and just shutting Rocklin down, now up 13-10.
Well, so much a game of coordinating players, but you've got to get people some playing time so that when they do get put in a game situation, and the stakes keep going up from here. You know, this week you can sub in and give people a shot, and you better take it.
Blout still with the serve. He has one ace tonight. And make that two. With Rocklin unable to do anything with that seemingly innocuous serve of Blout.
He's able to, he's a good consistent server, that's for sure.
Rocklin will set it up. And a nice slam there by Lovejoy, who's easily their best killer.
Yep. There's that last serve going in, and
just that miscommunication and the hesitation, and that's it.
Yeah.
And there's Kittle again, faking everyone out with that big swing of his and then just tapping it directly into the block and down on Rocklin's side.
Well, it's handy to have a chance to practice that, to have it in your quiver and have it used, have it fresh.
Here's Berzins on the serve. Long serve to the corner. Rocklin sets it up near the net on the left side.
That Union in the net. And Kittle
anticipating that big smash from Spencer Matthews, who has a kill and a block tonight. Keaton Tracy, who has one ace tonight with the serve. And you're not able to mount a big offense, but we're going to get a double hit called on Corey Rapp.
Well, it looks like they see Spencer Matthews as the future of the team. He's getting some good touches, and he's just got to figure out what it is he does every time.
Meanwhile, Evan Kittle with his third service error. He has not been extremely consistent tonight. We've seen him start some sets with a couple of kill errors. Long serve there by Lovejoy. And you comes up.
Whoa.
And there's that big hit.
Gone in for Julio Salcedo again.
This is a dangerous place to be. Balls have been flying over here all night. So McCormick in for the serve. NU up 17-13. And that serve just barely catches the net and falls back.
It's right back in the side-out scoring days. You had net serves and let serves. Definitely a net serve there.
There's Spencer Matthews. Was back to serve, but Coach Salcedo calls a timeout. 17-14 here in the third set.
A little bit of a surprise for the Rocklin coaching staff, I think. They were sort of, what? You're up by 3 and you're calling a timeout?
Yeah, there's the touchdown production scoreboard. NU not running away with this game like they did in the first set. We've seen a lot of floating substitutions out there. We've seen Geary and Smith get some playing time. Combined, they do have 3 kills on the night, so they've been making the most of it. Ty Blout with a couple of aces. Riley Berzins with a kill.
Yeah, everybody's, give them a chance. if they take it, you know, then you know, you're the next guy on. So it's good to see and good to have them, you know, come out with some stats out of this, not just show up and not have it get in the book. Okay.
A re-energized Nevada Union team will come back on the court, and it looks like the same 6 starters, minus Riley Burson's in for Skaggs. There's a long serve, falls out.
Yeah, Curley was between Curley and Burson's.
So they may have iced Matthews there as this serve falls out. And now Chandler Heppy with a couple of aces on the night will serve. Long serve, Rocklin sets it up on the left side. Nice dig out there by McCormick. And then Kittle floats it over, and he'll get credit for another kill.
Tracy bumps it over the net and out.
So 19-14 now, Heppy back to serve, and Heppy serves it into the net. His first error of any kind on the night.
Well, we've had so few service errors tonight that it rattles you when you get them.
Well, that's 8 on the night, 3 coming from Kittle.
Right.
Salcedo sets it up. There's the smash by Curley, and Curley picks up his 4th kill. 2015 now. Time to talk about player of the game. We've got certainly some worthy recipients. My vote goes to Chandler Heppy on the night. 5 blocks, 5 kills, and 2 aces. Those are some excellent stats, especially coming off of last night where we really didn't see too much from him.
Yeah, I thought he really has done a good job tonight, and particularly in the middle there on the net. See, gets up a little bit, but manages to hit it through the block and touch the block on its way.
Yeah, Curley been unusually quiet there. He's slamming it again. Rocklin able to recover. I'll just kind of pooch it over. Salcedo setting it up. There's Kittle, and Kittle smashes it in for another kill.
I think with no Rocklin block like this, you just give it to Kittle.
Yeah, if he makes solid contact, it's almost certainly a point.
Yep.
The problem is the contact has been a bit erratic. There's a big block there by Skaggs. And at 23-15, I think we're going to give player of the game to number 9, Chandler Heppy, having an excellent and more importantly, a consistent night tonight against Rocklin. Salcedo, and Salcedo picking up a 3rd service error. Looks like he didn't hit that very solid at all.
Well, I think tonight we've seen more than we have any other time. Christian Avedo coming in for Nevada Union.
And Corey Rapp on the serve, and he will serve it very long.
That was pretty good. McCormick went up and realized it wasn't for him.
See there, Touchdown Productions player of the game, number 9, Chandler Heppy. Just an all-around great game tonight. We return to live action. It's match point here. Blout with the serve. Rocklin will just pooch it over. There's the spike by Skaggs. Nicely played by Rocklin. Now NU with a chance to set up. There's McCormick. McCormick slams it in. And you can put an exclamation point on that play.
Absolutely.
As McCormick with 5 kills on the night, and his 5th couldn't have come at a better time.
16. Yep, 25-16 for NU taking that one pretty handily.
And there's your Touchdown Productions scoreboard. Only needing 3 sets tonight. Nevada Union beating Rocklin 25-13, 25-22, and 25-16. Nice all-around team victory. As we said, Cole Williams picks up an ace. Salcedo picks up a couple aces, and also a few service errors. Evan Kittle with roughly 10 kills. and about 6 errors, 3 of which coming on the serve. And McCormick and Curley combining for almost 10 kills and only 3 errors. See the team breaking down the court. Definitely in a good mood, especially after that second set when Rocklin was threatening to come back. A lot of the subs coming in for Nevada Union, Rocklin taking advantage of that, racking up some points on some inexperienced players, but you see there, Player of the Game award, Stuckey and Gravers will give that to number 9 Chandler Heppy, who just had an excellent night tonight against the Rocklin Thunder. There you see the fans, a lot of them sticking around here for their respective Nevada Union players. And definitely a lot to be proud of tonight. This was a game that you didn't want to look past. Rocklin does have 1 victory on the season. But NU manages to come away with a good victory here. And I'm joined now by our player of the game, number 9, Chandler Heppy. Chandler, thanks for being here. Excellent game, of course. Big team victory, and with Granite Bay just over the horizon next week on Monday, how do you prepare yourself for a game like Rocklin with only 1 win, knowing that you have to win this to have any chance at all next week?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us it's all about consistency, and we had a few ups and downs tonight, but towards the end we kind of tried to level it out, and that's what we're going to be working on in drills over the next week until Monday for Granite Bay.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of service errors, especially coming late from Salcedo, some from Kittle. According to my stats here, you only had 1 error on a serve. A very consistent game, like you alluded to, and really keeping Rocklin off balance, especially with the net play going on.
Yeah, thanks. I really try and have kind of a tough mental attitude when I go to serve, that every point's very important, and if I can put the ball in play and get them out of system, then I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, and that second set, Rocklin coming back scoring 22 points after only scoring 13 in the first. I noticed there was a lot of substitutions going on, but your subs really came in, especially Geary and Smith getting in there with combined 3 kills. As a teammate, how do you feel when you see those guys getting some time and making the most of it?
It's awesome. I mean, it's really fun to have guys that come and work hard at practice, and then they're able to show off what they've been doing in practice at the games. And so as a team, it's our responsibility to work hard in the beginning of the game so that they can get in and get good playing time.
Player of the game, number 9, Chandler Heppy. Thanks. Good luck next week against Granite Bay. You know we'll be here covering it.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
No problem. Go enjoy your victory, and we'll see you on Monday.
Will do.
There goes Chandler Heppy, our Touchdown Productions Stuckey and Gravers player of the game. Of course, our monitor is malfunctioning right at the moment. Can't see any of the graphics or anything that might be put up. But Ed, what are your thoughts as I try and fix the monitor here?
One of those balls caught it and jiggled something loose, and then everybody running around after the end of the match may have knocked a wire loose. Nonetheless, I think we had a good chance here for Coach Salcedo to run some players in, get them some playing time who we don't always see, and pretty much everybody managed to stat tonight, so they get in the book and got something to show for themselves. And really just some fun. We've got a club team that showed up in a blue jerseys, and I thought there might be Rocklin, a girls club team, but I don't know. Good night here at the Allied Gym. There's a basketball team warming up as well, so busy night here at the Ally. We seem to have lost our monitor entirely, so we're looking at looks like somebody managed to unplug us from the wall there. no image. Ah, there we are. There's the brand name. There's the screen, and as you see, we're from our Eagle cam, our Erie cam there. They're straightening up the gym, and teams are warming up for later practice. And pretty amazing there. Just flying. Talk about flying blind.
All right. Well, we have our monitor back. You can see. You can add electrician to my resume. Next week, Granite Bay coming in here on Monday.
Well, that's what this week, you get a nice home stand, go down and pick off Bear River tomorrow night, and then welcome Granite Bay. It should be good. You got Roseville, Rocklin, Placer, and then Granite Bay, so, it's a chance to be ready.
And, of course, we will be right here. Hope you check us out. Touchdown Productions Game of the Week on YouTube. We've got all sorts of sports and other events from, back before I even moved here 12 years ago. So we've been around a while. Lots of things to look forward to, especially Granite Bay coming in here on Monday.
That's one you don't want to miss.
Our executive producer tonight was Gilbert M. Dominguez. Camera operators, Daniel Paddock, Kimmer Burgess, and Shannon Doyle. Excellent camera work as always tonight. Announcers, Steve Sitter and Ed Martin. Remote facilities, Commander 2. Commander Maintenance, Plaza Tire and Auto Service, and Reeves Auto Parts. Player of the Game Award, Touchdown Productions and Stookie Engravers tonight going to Chandler Heppy. Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Graziano LLP. And that'll do it for us tonight here at the Ally Nevada Union, wiping out the Rocklin Thunder 3-0. We'll be right back here on Monday when the Granite Bay Grizzlies come to town, that much anticipated grudge match. Of course, check us out on YouTube, touchdownproductions.com, Facebook, any way you can. We have so much to offer. And for Ed Martin, Gilbert M. Dominguez, I'm Steve Sitter saying good night, and we will see you right here next week.